Which photo on your wall hides a story nobody in the room would ever guess? I have this sunset photo in my living room that literally everyone compliments when they visit. It's just perfect. The colors are incredible. Deep oranges and purples that blend together in this way that makes you feel like you're actually there. I took it 5 years ago at Lake Michigan, and it's the one thing I've kept with me through 3 different apartments. What nobody knows is that I took it on what was supposed to be my wedding day. Nicholas and I had been together for almost 4 years. We met in this really random way. I was house sitting for my aunt and her security system malfunctioned at like 3 a.m. He was the technician who showed up, completely exhausted after working a double shift. We ended up talking until sunrise while he waited for parts to arrive. I don't normally click with people that fast, but there was something about him that just felt right. Fast forward to our wedding day. Everything was set, venue booked, family flying in, dress hanging in my hotel room. I had this weird feeling when I woke up that morning though. Not cold feet exactly, but something felt off. I ignored it because, hello, wedding day jitters are normal, right? Then at 10 a.m., 5 hours before the ceremony, I got a text from my maid of honor, Olivia. She was sending me screenshots of messages between Nicholas and his ex, Helen. They weren't just friendly texts. They were making plans for after our wedding, like actual vacation plans for just the two of them. The timestamp showed they'd been sent the previous night while he was at his bachelor party. My stomach literally dropped to the floor. I couldn't breathe. I called him immediately, but no answer. Called again. Nothing. I frantically texted him saying we needed to talk right now, and he just replied with, "Can it wait until later?" Dealing with some best man stuff. I remember sitting on that hotel bed feeling like I was having an out-of-body experience. This was the guy I trusted completely. The one person I never thought would hurt me. And here he was, planning a getaway with his ex while our families were getting ready to watch us promise forever to each other. I didn't know what to do. My first instinct was to confront him, but then I realized I didn't want to hear his excuses. I didn't want to give him the chance to talk me down from what I was feeling, because deep down I knew this wasn't a misunderstanding. So I did something completely out of character. I packed a small bag, left my wedding dress on the bed, and drove. Just drove. No destination, no plan. Turned my phone off completely. I couldn't face telling anyone what happened. Not yet. I just needed to breathe. I ended up at Lake Michigan, about 3 hours from where the wedding was supposed to be. I sat on the beach for hours, watching families play in the sand, couples walking hand in hand. I felt completely hollow inside. The sun started setting, and it was honestly the most beautiful sunset I'd ever seen. Like the universe was saying, hey, today is still worth something. I took the photo with my phone, not for Instagram or to show anyone, just to remind myself that even on your absolute worst day, there can still be something beautiful. When I finally turned my phone back on around midnight, I had 87 missed calls, 134 texts, and my voicemail was full. Nicholas had apparently showed up at the venue, completely confused about where I was. He'd gotten the groomsmen to check hospitals. My parents were frantic. Kevin, his best man, had even called the police. I texted my mom first, just to let her know I was safe. Then I called Nicholas. The conversation was brief. I told him I knew about Helen and that I wouldn't be coming back. He tried to explain, said it wasn't what I thought, that Helen had reached out to him, that they were just friends catching up. But then I asked him directly, were you planning to see her after our honeymoon? The silence that followed told me everything. He finally admitted they'd been talking for months, that he'd been having doubts about us but didn't know how to tell me, that he still cared about me, but wasn't sure if I was the one. I hung up. That photo is the only thing I kept from that day.